Yeah, I want us to look at another key discussion this hour, and it is all about self-worth. Self-worth. Selfworth. Without wasting our time, what is self-worth? It is simply that essential value or respect you have for yourself, irrespective of the level of your failure, the level of your success, or what people say about you. You don't care. It doesn't count, or they don't count. That is what self-worth is all about. That value, that respect you have for yourself without considering the level of failure, the level of success, or what people say about you. Now, the question is this: why is it missing? Why is it missing? Number one, when there is high level of self-doubt, a lot of us doubt our ability. We doubt our capacity to succeed in life, to do anything meaningful. And the reason for this, probably because of our past experience, because of failure, or any other activity that has not really, favored us in the past. So we begin to equate those moments with the present reality. So when there is high level of self-doubt, when you continue to doubt yourself, definitely self-worth is missing in such a person's life. Another one is setting or creating, you know, high level of expectation, unrealistic expectation, because some people are doing certain things, because some people are buying cars, building houses, and you know that your capacity at that point in time cannot meet up. You set an unrealistic expectations. Now the implication of setting unrealistic expectation is that you begin to compare yourself with others, and at the point of comparing yourself with others, you would likely engage in illicit activities. And I can tell you that is the very reason you continue to have internet frauds, continue to have all manner of unpalatable situations happening in the society when people set unrealistic expectations, when they want to achieve what ordinarily, ideally, could still be pushed forward. Life is a stage. Another reason why there is absence of self-worth in someone is as a result of the fear of failure, the fear of rejection or criticism. A lot of us, we feel that once we are rejected, that is the end of the road. We don't want to be criticized. We don't want to do something, and we don't want others to talk. We have this mindset of perfectionist, which doesn't exist. It doesn't. As a matter of fact, when you are rejected, when you are criticized, it gives you the opportunity to do that same thing in a more approachable and better way. So when you are afraid of being criticized or rejected, there is the absence of self-worth in you. Then when you live a life or carry out activities or practices that are people pleasing, a lot of us will engage in activities that we just want to please people. We are not engaging in activities based on what we believe or based on our value. We are doing so many things based on what and how to please people. And so in doing that, for you to succeed, you now need to depend on what people say. Okay? External validation from people. So when you engage in activities just to please people, okay, just know that there is the absence of self-worth in you. Okay. Another reason why there is the absence of self-worth is, the fear of failure. The fear of failure. A lot of us, we are so afraid of failure. We don't want to fail. And failure is part of life. As a matter of fact, it is something you have to pass through. It's part of life. Then another thing is too many concentrations on your flaws as against your achievements. A lot of us concentrate so much on our failures. We are not so interested in the achievements. Yes, it could hurt when you don't do certain things right, but you must also consider the ones you've done right. So when your focus is always on your flaws and not your achievements, it clearly shows that you don't have self-worth. Another reason why self-worth is also missing is as a result of childhood experience. Yes, childhood experience or emotional trauma. Yes, a lot of us, because of what we passed through while growing up, we find it difficult to believe in ourselves. So difficult to trust ourselves. To trust ourselves. We find it very, very difficult. Then lastly, another reason why there is self-worth is, always seeing the negative side of you. The negative side. Nothing positive. Just the negative. So once you have all of these things, they culminate into what I describe as the absence of self-worth. At that point, you will do anything just to please people. You will do anything just to make it. You will do anything just to create happiness for people, because within you, you know you are not happy. Within you, so many things are chasing you, but because you just want people to see you as being happy, you do things just to please them. If you engage in money rituals, you engage in so many illicit activities, you are actually not pleasing yourself. You are pleasing people because you want people to know that you have arrived when you know the implication of what you are doing. So please, let's work on self-worth. It's very, very important. When you have it, you are so certain of your values. And so you wouldn't want to do anything to bring, to disrepute yourself. You wouldn't want to do anything to create, unpalatable situations for yourself, because you have values that you respect so much. You have value, you have self-respect. But once self-worth is missing, my brother, my sister, you practically depend on people to plan your life. You practically depend on what people say to decide for yourself, and that could be dangerous. In the next video, I will try and look at how you can gain self-worth. How can you build self-worth? Because that is essentially what we all need to get to that level we desire in our hearts. See you in the next video.